Hey, how you guys doing? This is Brandon at Authentic Boerboels. I told you I was gonna start uploading more content, so we're gonna go ahead and do a video today on how I do my feedings here, how we feed all the dogs and our whole system we got going on. It's we're trying to get a late start today. Usually I feed the dogs around 10, 11 o'clock. After I clean the kennels, I spend about half an hour cleaning kennels every day. I'll do another video on that another day, probably tomorrow, possibly, if I got time. Yeah, but today we're just gonna focus on our system here, how we feed the dogs and how we do things around here, but here we go. All right, this is where I keep all my dog food. This is about a week's worth of food in this tub. It holds about 100 pounds worth of kibble. You know, feeding 8 dogs, you'll run through this pretty fast, twice a day, you know. So this is what we do right now. I feed Diamond High Energy because it's the best quality food I can get for my buck right now. With as many dogs as I have, typically I feed Victor, but it was just getting too expensive with 8 dogs. Once we start cranking some more litters out, we'll probably go back to the Victor. But for right now, this is getting the job done, so we're okay with that. Okay, we're gonna get this food together. I usually fill this whole bucket up right here, and that's how I know it's enough food for about at least 6 dogs. I gotta come in here and fill it up one more time for the bigger dogs because they eat a little bit more than my pups. But yeah, I'll usually start by scooping about 8 of these in here, 8 scoops in here. It fills the whole bucket up. In the mornings, I just up my dogs' food. I was only feeding them about 2.5 cups every morning. But now they're about to be 10 months old, so I start upping their food because I like my dogs to be lean. I don't like to put too much weight on my dogs, you know, so it messes up their growth or their joints or their bones. So, you know, so we got the whole bucket full. So now we're about to go out and get all the dogs together, and I'll let y'all see how we do things. Come on, guys. Want to eat? Come on. Ali. Ali. Lonnie. No, not you. Or Honey. Either one. Lonnie. Hang on, look, hang on. Hang on. Lonnie. 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 Listen to that. Lonnie, go on in there. Kiki, you know you get fed right. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna do 4 cups each. So here they go eating right here. It's my boy Ali. Honey. We produced her off our last litter. We got Kano. It's my big boy right there. He's only 9 months old. Well, 8 months. He's about to be 9 months. Stormy, she's 5 months. I feed her less. I don't feed her as much as I feed everybody else. She eats about a cup and a half. And Lonnie, we produced her also off of our last litter. And she's worried because Kiki and Luca are over here, so she worried about them getting to her food. She's not too food. She's not really food aggressive. I've had a real food aggressive dog. She's just stingy. She won't really eat until nobody's around. Like I said, these are 2 females in heat right now. I'm taking them for progesterones tomorrow. See where they're at. We got 2 different males we're breeding to them. And then after they're done, I usually let Kiki in there to eat. And I like to keep their feeders up a little higher, about shoulder width, shoulder length, you know. That's good for keep their paws from going outwards. And it's good for their backs, keeping a straight top line on their backs. Kiki and Luca, I kind of like to feed my females that are in heat. I feed them a little less. I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've been told that helps with fertility, even not letting them bringing their weight down. I brought Kiki's weight down, you know, a pretty good amount in the past 2 months because I knew she was about to come into heat and she was getting a little too beefy for my liking, so I brought it down some. And she still hasn't ate. She's too worried about Kiki over here. Look, she'll eat whenever she comes around. Just like her mama. You see what I'm saying? It keeps them, when their food's up higher, it makes them have to reach up on the paws. See how he keeps his paws straight while he's eating when it's up higher. So that's how we like them to be, just like that, straight paws. Ali's done already. I'll let you out in a minute, boy. Sip of some water. We got fresh water in there. We fill that up about every morning. I try to do it every evening in the morning. It just depends on how low it is. Because if you don't clean them out, I mean, they'll get a bunch of gunk in there, slobber and dirt. In summer, you'll get like little dead larvae in there or whatever. Done. So I'm gonna let Kiki in there. Go in, girl. Go in there, girl. Let Kiki go in. A little bit. About 2.5. She's a big girl. I'm gonna go. I'm feeling generous today. Feeling generous to give you the other half. There we go. Luca, she doesn't really, she's a slow eater, so I usually feed her inside. And here, this being a lingerer. And Kiki, like I said, she'll be bred next week, or this coming week. She was about 165, maybe 170. She was a big girl. She was getting a little too beefy, so I brought her weight down some. Oh boy, Ali. Ali, he's only 6 months old. Call him Pretty Boy. Kind of looking to see if there's anything left over, as always. Boy got great structure. He's off of Barbarian Moses in Mid-Atlantic, Kansas. Got him from Max Tran out in California. We had a couple of videos go viral of me holding him when he was a puppy. He was a pretty big pup. Honey. Real beautiful golden brown. She came off of a black on black breeding. So she should be able to throw blacks. She's a black carrier. Kiki, she's a South African import. She's off of El Dorado Magnum and Boast 2 Zara. She appraised at 89.9 at appraisal back in the spring, early spring. And this little girl, she's just a baby. Can't remember her pedigree off the top of my head, so I'm sorry, girl. I can't remember its top of my head. There was, I think, I'm not even gonna say because don't get me lying. And she came off of our girl Karma in Boddington, Kodiak. She's 9 months old. He's gonna be very nice once he gets older. I'm ready for that head to just widen out. It look real good. It's off of got him from Secret Springs of D&K, Danny Jones, Melinda. There's Luca right here. She's a South African import. Just got her about 2 months ago from South Africa. She off of Ness Rubenstein and Mapago, Olivia. She will be bred next week also. This is my smallest girl. That's just how they tend to run over there with Rubenstein. Rubenstein's not a really tall dog. What's up there, man? Yuckies. Gavin and you. What out, girl? I'll let you give you the best of these. Jealous. Got everybody fed. See, Lonnie, I'm about to have to just go ahead and let her. She's a slow eater nowadays. She used to kill her food. Now she just eats slow and wants people to mess with her. You be asking for it, girl. Just eat your food. I give her about 20, 30 minutes to eat her food. She's gone. I just feed it to the other dogs. Yeah, this is how we do things. Pretty much what goes on every morning. Like I said, we got a late start today, so. You ready to come out, girl? Leave her in there for another 10 minutes. If she ain't done, I'll just give it to Kano and Ali. All right, guys, y'all got to see how we do our morning time feedings. This is pretty much a routine every morning, how we do things. All the dogs are fed, except for Karma and Luca. I feed them inside because they're slow eaters, so I let them just eat inside. I don't even bother with putting them out there in the kennels. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start uploading more content for you guys so you can get an inside look at how we do things here. Real excited to start coming up with content. Gives me something extra to do, something else to push out there for you guys to see. I love making content. I'm real big with making content on Instagram. I try to upload every day. So follow us on Authentic Boerboels on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook. You never get a hold of me. My phone number will be at the end of the video. And I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys.